Hi everyone, Electro here. It's Saturday morning. I've come back in to check out the quenching discs. Now, there's the temperature of the oven. It's gone through the program. It's cooled back down, so we can turn that off. Flip the trap. And there we have them. Woohoo! Don't they look good? They've shrunk, which means the sintering process is done. They're a hard ceramic now, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see the holes there, but this particular one's got one in the middle. That's got a few. Well, that's got a dark stain on it. Oh, I know what that is. That's the broken drill bit. I didn't want to take it out because I'd have to enlarge the hole too much and that would ruin the purpose of the disc. So I left it in there. And it's caused some staining on the zirconia, but nonetheless, I can see through the rest of them. Oops. Let's go in the other room and have a good look. Close that back up. Oh, by the way, quick view of the lab. That's my pantograph. That's what I use to make my zirconia shapes. I can mill anything with that because it's like a pantograph trace design. It traces on one side and cuts on the other. And that's how I get my shapes. That's some of my view, and some of my other view. What am I doing this work? My mini TIG, that can actually weld so fine that you have to do it under a microscope. But that's awesome. I plan on using that on the fabrication of some of the water spark plug components because Russ was saying about the difficulty of manufacture. Well, with that, oops, there goes my discs. I can make them individually, and I can then weld them together. I might do another. I'll do a video when I do that actually with that. Anyway, back to this. So there's the discs. I'll get my light. Right, the power's on. That's what was on already. Now there's one disc. I don't know if you can see the holes in that. There you go. It's hard holding it at this angle, it's very awkward. But there's some holes in that one. Now that's the one with the single hole in the middle, 8 outside that, and then another 8 or 16 around that, and they're pointing, they're pointing towards the centre. That's why you can see them on some angles, or through them on some angles, but not at others. That's another one here with quite a lot of holes in it actually, this one. They're really, really tiny holes, but they've come out quite good. As you can see, the one with the broken drill bit in it is sealed. You can't see through that one, but that's okay because all the rest of them are fine. I think this one here's got a 0.3 hole in it, and the other small disc has got a 0.4 hole in it. Now I know they're too large compared to what Stan said, but that was a sample disc, and I've got the drill bits. So because Russ has got the safety gear, he can adequately test this and see if it works fine. If it's too big, at least I won't blow myself up testing it, because I don't have what he's got at the moment. My solid isn't finished. I'm still putting that together, but hey, while I'm here, I'll show you a hardness test on zirconia by grinding it. Now, hang on a second, I'll just set this up. This was the carbon disc, that I used when I was cutting the zirconia discs. It's 0.4 millimeters thick, and it'll cut just about anything. I'll show you. Here's a titanium rod. It's, as you can see, it's flat now. With this, now that cut the crap out of it. I don't know if you can see that, but it took a chunk out. It's no longer flat like it used to be. So that disc is pretty hard, but when you go to cut zirconia, yeah, you can see there was a bit of a glow there, but that's just the heat of the disc. Now, what it's taken off that is not much at all. I don't know if you can see that. And I was pushing hard, so it's pretty hard stuff. And to break it, now that it's sintered, even though this was just that little throwaway disc that I had there, to break that, no way. If I push that hard on there, focus it. If I pushed it hard on there, it would probably crack the glass on the glass table, which is pretty thick, but it would crack that rather than crack the disc. So anyway, so far so good with the discs. That's a single hole. Very, very fine. So, and the diameter of this too is just fractionally under an inch, so I think it should work out pretty well. Anyway, these will now go to Russ. That's how I've made them so far. Leave us a comment. Tell me what you think. Bye for now.